and a Simple City kid who's just 16 years old was arrested for 4 murders.
Damn! 4 murders at 16? He's 1 year younger than me. Yo, what's good? It's your boy MarsothaDon, back at you another video. Before we get into it, if you are a part of the Marso Mafia or you want to become a part of the Marso Mafia, push the regime. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share, do all that. It's the Mafia, that's all I know. Now without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's go! Oh yeah, but I already know what this is. I already know what this is without even saying nothing, bro. This is 37th right here, or somewhere in DC. This is somewhere in DC. I know that for a fact.
Besides the music, you're getting a lot of attention on the internet.
Walk down with
I did my research on you.
Bruh,
There's another guy.
hey, free walk down, man. I haven't seen or heard from him in like a couple years, man. Free walk down.
Savage, he lit just like you. People making it seem like it's an issue though. Is it being hyped up or everything cool?
Man, they dragging that shit. It ain't nothing.
It ain't really nothing.
Ain't nothing. You know what it is for real. That's it. Some niggas.
Tonight, a motorist pulled up to this intersection, yelled to me, "Has the killer been caught?" I told him no, and it shows you the level of concern here in Shaw caused by last night's shooting right here on this.
I remember when this happened. This was this is when I forgot the dude's name, but this happened right where like my older sister went to school. Like Howard. This is like right next to Howard. If anybody knows where Howard is in DC, you know that's like if a shooting happens there, that's crazy. You feel me?
Sidewalk behind me.
Alright, what's up everybody? We gotta talk about the DC drill scene that's been heating up.
I wouldn't really call it the drill scene though. I just call it DMV rap for real.
The attention's been on Brooklyn drill and before that Chicago, but with DC rappers like No Savage and Walk Down Will getting millions of views consistently, people are starting to tune in. Washington DC is the capital of the US, but it often goes under the radar since it's a small city in the DMV tri-state.
Bro, we go under the radar in everything. Even the Baltimore niggas have more clout than us, bro. Like, yo, the DMV goes under the radar in almost every single metric, including music. We've only had a good 2 people really like come out of the DMV and make it to the mainstream. And that was Wale and Shy Glizzy. That is it. Anywhere else, motherfuckers either get arrested, they end up dying before they get to their stardom, or the DMV, which is the home of hating, we just hate on them so much to the point where they just fucking quit music. Like,
area. This is the story of 2 neighborhoods that are 5 minutes from each other, 37th and Simple City, and they do not get along at all. Both of them are in the southeast DC, and the tension is so bad that kids from both neighborhoods cannot be put in the same school. In 2019, the music escalated tensions. The rapper No Savage from 37th was heavily dissing his Opps at a Simple City. At the same time,
bro, I know I'm pausing a lot, but yo, that 2019 era of that was such a good era of DMV rap, bro.
Savage was putting on this other rapper from his area named Act the Clicker, who was going viral, getting hundreds of thousands of views because his content was only focused on disrespecting the dead folks of Simple City and dropping direct disses towards the rival rapper Walk Down Will. And at the start of the new year last year, Act the Clicker was found dead outside the train station near Howard University after a drive-by in a white SUV that was caught on camera. The police say Act the Clicker was lured to the train station by a girl through DMs on Instagram. But the story gets more complicated. A couple months later, the police would arrest Walk Down Will, the rival rapper, as the main murder suspect, claiming he was the one who hacked into the girl's Instagram and set the whole thing up. 3 members of Walk Down's crew were arrested as well. But the case has more holes than a dartboard. A lot of folks close to the situation don't believe Walkdown did it. And since Act the Clicker's death, there's been shootings every week. 37th retaliating with drive-bys, and a Simple City kid who's just 16 years old was arrested for 4 murders.
Damn! 4 murders at 16? He's 1 year younger than me. 6 attempted shoot. Yo! This nigga is a goon. Or as the DC niggas would say, he a clicker. But bro, 16? Nah.
And 7 attempts just months after Act the Clicker was killed. Oh. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but first we're blessed for the
Copyright. Ain't going for that.
Suits from both sides. That's where they go to make laws and budgets, supposedly to help people. Yet somehow in their own backyard, DC is number 6 in youth incarceration and number 2 in youth homelessness. They're always in the top 10 homicide rates in the country, despite being a small city of just 700,000 people. And since it's the federal capital, Washington is not considered a state, so residents don't got voting representation in Congress or in the Senate.
I didn't know that. Like, for a long time, I thought DC was just a part of Virginia.
Historically, DC's always been the pulse of the DMV area. It's got all the clubs, the malls, the sports teams, the birthplace of go-go music, which inspired artists like Wale and others. But in the late 2000s, early 2010s, go-go concerts were being shut down all over the city. The government viewed these parties and bands as inciters of violence, forcing clubs to shut down. A lot of the pioneers got locked up, silencing the scene. During that time though, the kids were on a different regime, instilling this regional drill sound that was going viral in the DMV area. That's Walkdown Will.
Bro, Walkdown crank. Bro.
To be one of the young pioneers of DC drill. And in order to understand this story, we're going to his neighborhood of Simple City in southeast DC. Simple City's been in a brutal war with 37th, the neighborhood that's 5 minutes over from them, for many decades. Passed down from generation, and speaking to the people from there, nobody actually knows what started it. And DC,
that's something with every hood. I see that with every hood. It's just beef for like a very, very long time. And no one knows how it started. Besides like the LA gangs and stuff like that, any other hood, nobody knows when or where or how the beef started. It just became beef. Niggas just don't know. And I don't know. No one knows. We just always were just like, oh, they beefing them. They beefing them. Like, I need someone to really like pinpoint where all this happened, because you can cut it back to 1970s, like DC, or 1970s, any other hood. I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers weren't beefing. I don't know what happened in the 20-year span since then, but
see, they don't color bang, it's no gangs really, just neighborhoods. Around 2014, 37 had people really like Shy Glizzy with his record Awesome that was scorching hot all over the country. Awesome. And then again in 2017,
I remember that joint came out. I'm so awesome.
Shy Glizzy had the Grammy-nominated track Crew with Goldlink. Being that he was one of the few rappers that
she see money all around me, I look like I'm the man. But I was down and out like last week. Tell me, where have you been? That joint went crazy.
At DC to have a Billboard Hot 100 hit, Glizzy basically gave bragging rights to 37th, which is his home.
Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know why the quality is so
Glizzy was
like
having tensions
trash.
with younger
Like,
cast from his area, like No Savage and Young Jose,
like
who thought that Shy wasn't doing enough for them or for 37th.
It was at 1080p. I don't know why.
Glizzy can't come to the hood. Hey, who run 37?
Shy.
Okay.
Now you travel just 5 minutes over to Simple City.
Said that.
Around that time, 2016, 2017, they weren't doing too much musically. Although Simple City is home to legends like Marvin Gaye. But
I didn't
one
even know
headline
Marvin Gaye was from DC.
Ember revolves around the name OG Man.
Oh, this dude.
University student who
I ain't gonna lie.
early this morning. Investigators still.
I ain't gonna lie. This gotta be one of the most craziest, outlandish disses I've ever. Y'all thought Who I Smoke was bad. This from OG Man was worse.
Still piecing together what happened in Richmond. Here's Marissa Jasic.
Affiliated with Simple and hung around Simple City for protection, OG Man was a rapper who touched at least 1 million views in 2016 after filming this wild music video at the gravesite of his ops, violating the gravesite, pouring alcohol all over. People like DJ Academics covered it. I remember Blackie Speaks made a video. This was all over the news. Well, OG Man ended
and the
up
fact that the
backdoored,
DMV was
murdered.
buzzing around this time, and it just made the spotlight on the DMV a lot worse because of this.
At a cookout in his home territory, basically. Even the Simple City folks who protected him weren't feeling what he was doing. Said it was too extra. Regardless,
that video was too
37th
far, I ain't
and
gonna lie.
Simple City
I don't know
war
if it's stuff
raged
on YouTube,
on
but that
all
was
throughout 2017, 2018. Then No Savage emerged.
Rap niggas, that's why y'all don't get nowhere. Mari, that's why you ain't got no deals. That's why you ain't got nothing. You don't get nowhere off rapping, cause you niggas bitches.
This super energetic rapper from 37th who had the youth on lock. And after initial tension with elders like Shy Glizzy were swept under the rug, No Savage had a direct path towards being DC's hottest rapper. But the street shit was making its way into songs. Even before his rival Walk Down Will started rapping, No Savage had this song called Shots for Everybody, dissing Simple City in July of 2019. Simple City was quick to respond over the same beat weeks later, flipping the title to Everybody Gets Shot. But Simple City didn't have a clear opposition in the booth to represent them on records and go against No Savage. That's when Walk Down Will emerged as Simple City's challenge to No Savage, dropping his first song in September of 2019 called Backdoor Locked.
Like, don't she try to give me some head? She tried to backdoor me, now her nigga dead. The blue and red lights had to break from the feds. I've been in the streets, I can never be snapped.
Now he's just 19 years old, but Walk Down is widely regarded as the hottest new commodity out of DC, getting label meetings with Capitol Records, Alamo, and many others showing interest. Walk Down moved to Simple City from 501 at a young age after they tore down his housing complex. He was booked for robbery as a juvenile, but never completed probation. Police have been targeting Walk Down since the beginning, banning him from doing shows with Rod Wave and The Baby.
That's so crazy, bro. Like, it's like every time someone goes up in the DMV, something always has to put them down. Like, yo, if he went to that show with Rod Wave and The Baby and them, bro, he probably would have been up, bro.
Labeling him a threat to the community. Of course, Walk Down's got a tough drill sound, but unlike a lot of his ops from 37th, Walk Down was not focused on direct disses. He was more about making good music. The same cannot be said for his main op, No Savage. No Savage even has a song on his 2020 mixtape called Fuck Simple.
Whoa. We're not gonna put it out there like No Savage was just doing all diss songs. Like, nah, no. Savage was focused on making good music too.
Basically dissing the whole area, and that track has since been removed and is nowhere to be found on streaming services. All this set up for a brutal winter in 2019 when No Savage was promoting a rapper from 37th named Act the Clicker, who released 2 songs in November and December that would take the war to a new level. His song Straight Facts went viral around the DMV area at almost 500,000 views. In it, Act talks about smoking on Walk Down's dead homies. He goes on to say, how's your name Walk Down but you run? Clearly taunting Walk Down and even questioning which area he's from. This gave Act the Clicker a lot of clout locally, but it also made him a prime target in the beef. And 2 days after releasing Straight Facts in December of 2019, one of Walk Down's homies found Act the Clicker on the train by himself. Now nobody got hurt, but it could've went way left. Act the Clicker himself said he wasn't strapped, which led his ops to taunt him, saying he must have been capping in his raps all along, joking that there must have been a curfew on guns if he didn't have it with him on the train. Several days later, Walk Down, who up until then was focused only on making good music and not dissing, decided to respond to the recent slew of disses coming from 37th by dropping his own song titled Directed to the Opps.
Yeah, and I'm thugging for real. Yeah, niggas be capping, they put up my name in they songs. I don't know why these niggas keep dancing. He talking to business, so we got to drop on his house. We gon' pop up and he come up missing.
Christmas would go by, and the tension was reaching dangerous
there's
heights.
Money Mar. There's Money Mar. Yep, go back. Go back. There's Money Mar, bro.
Christmas would go by, and the tension.
I would say free Mar, but bruh, oh, they got his ass with Fent. they got his ass with Fent. He not getting out. He not getting out. By the time he get out, I'm gonna be like 40 something.
Tension was reaching dangerous heights, with shootings happening every week. A few days into the new year 2020, Actor Clicka was DMing a girl. She told him to pick her up at the Shaw train station around 11:30 at night. Actor Clicka went uptown with one other person to Northwest DC near Howard University to meet this girl at Shaw train station. She told him she was outside, but when Actor Clicka arrived, they couldn't see her. So the friend went looking down the tunnel inside the station, and Actor Clicka waited outside. After a couple minutes, the friend returned from the tunnel and found Actor Clicka laying dead on the ground, shot in the head. The girl...
Bruh, y'all don't understand how crazy this was, bro. Y'all gotta think where Howard's at, like, bro, for it to happen, this is like, let me use like a good college. This is like a shooting happening right next to UCLA. Like, that's how crazy this shit was. And you gotta think, where Howard's at, there's a lot of like good-looking there's like good-looking apartments on this side, and then to the far other side, that's where like some of the hoods be. But for this to happen like that close to a college, like, bro, this shit, I remember when this shit made the news, bro. Like, this shit was crazy. Like, crazy.
Was nowhere to be found. On CCTV footage, you see a white SUV pull up quickly and begin firing, but nobody gets out the car and they speed off without any trace of who did it. Police and paramedics show up to the scene, and Actor Clicka was taken to the hospital where he later died from his wounds. He was only 18. Now a couple months would go by, and the police knew Actor Clicka's death was a targeted shooting, but they need proof. At the crime scene, they went through Actor Clicka's phone to find out why he was there and discovered those DMs with the girl. Somehow, those text combos were enough for DC police to put out an arrest warrant for Walkdown Will in March of 2020. Only evidence they got, allegedly Walkdown did have access to the girl's Instagram account. But the problem is Walkdown is one of many people who had access to this girl's IG account.
Damn. Shorty was for the streets. The streets.
Later that month, the police were desperately looking for Walkdown, who, as it turns out, had just flown down to Cali, where he posted these pics to IG. This led investigators to geolocate him via surveillance footage and the IG pictures, but when they arrived to the neighborhood in Cali where he took the photos, they couldn't locate him, and later found out he was back in DC shooting visuals for the music video Warning, which is why the intro is literally the police pulling up to the spot and arresting Walkdown right then and there. And he's been locked up ever since. In DC, they do not do bond, and because he never completed his probation as a minor, Walkdown will stay in prison until his trial ends, which, knowing how the system works, could take another year to even start the trial.
And the trial ain't even start, bro. It's been 3 years since Walkdown been arrested. His hat gonna be in there, bro.
But the case against Walkdown remains weak. The police have been unable to ID a suspect from the security footage at the train station the night of the murder. Even so, Walkdown has an alibi. Turns out he was shot the same night that Actor Clicka was killed. And it wasn't from gunfire between him and Actor Clicka was unarmed the night he died. Now the prosecutors waved that off. They claim Walkdown shot himself in the right hand to create an alibi, which sounds ridiculous. Nevertheless, the prosecutor...
Excuse my language here, but that sounds retarded. Why would shooting my own hand? What would that do? What would that do? Bro, y'all, bro, I swear the feds be coming up with anything to get somebody locked up, bro.
Prosecutors charged him, and they now have 9 months to indict him, so sometime in February will be the next update. But right now, Walkdown is in good spirits and convinced he'll be home soon. That's it for this video. Let me know if there's something you want.
to my DMV brethrens, bruh. Hold your head high. I ain't gonna lie. Watching this really made me realize, like, yo, we got a lot of problems here, man. But our music, hey, the DMV music is still fire. But it's been your boy MarsothaDon. 100K on the way. Love y'all. Peace.